wish I was a teddy bear, not living or loving, nor going nowhere. I wish I was a teddy bear, and I'm wishing that I had fallen in love with you.
Mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's 12 years ago. And then through the years, she developed Parkinson's disease along with it. And, you know, for a number of years, she did okay. And then she just began to go downhill. And she got to the point where she didn't walk. And so Dad could not keep her at home. And we live in an area where we have a hard time finding someone medically that we could hire to stay and really be able to trust her with 24 hours a day. And so we finally had to put her in a nursing home. But my sister goes every night and my dad goes every day, and so therefore we keep a real hands-on with her care. But she got to the point that she was losing so much weight, she stopped eating. I didn't eat anything by mouth anymore, and they put in a feeding tube, and that's how they kept her alive. And her little head would just jerk violently forward, and her mouth would open and close, just like clamping it shut like this. And it was just a violent reaction for her. And she'd got down to 106 pounds, which is so thin for my mother. And so I knelt by her bed one night and just asked God to please help her. And so what happened is in this meeting, they talked about what glutathione was and how important it is to the body, and it is the food for the immune system and all this, and something natural in the body. And so we were very, very interested in what we were hearing. And then there was a lady that had Alzheimer's, and we saw this video of her, and it had turned her around in a year and had really improved her condition. In 2 months, they saw a big change by raising her glutathione levels. So, and she was taking this product called Immunical. So I looked at my husband and said, if this would help Mother that much, it would be worth trying. So I said, you know, can you sell this stuff? And they said, well, yes. And I said, all right, where do I sign? So I became a distributor. Now, my goal was not to run out there and be in business selling this stuff. I'm a singer, and I was busy and doing all that. But I knew I could buy it cheaper if I was a distributor, and I figured my mama's going to need a lot of it because she's really sick. So that's how this all started. But I remember telling my husband that night, I said, if this helps my mother, then the world as I know it is going to hear about it. Because I had read Dr. Gutman's book on glutathione and all that it would do. And so I was convinced that my mother needed this, and I was ready to do whatever it took to see that she got it. And I just want to remind folks, it's your mother or your dad or your loved one. And so I was not going to let anyone tell me that she couldn't have it when I knew she needed it. Then in 10 months, we brought her home, and I bought me a video camera, and I videoed Mother.
Oh, it's hot, 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 hot. Woo! Woo!
Oh. and it gave me my mama back. And of course, I was, from just what it did for me, I was already convinced this stuff was really special. And so I began to share it with other people, and they began to see all kinds of great results. And so when we fix our immune system and we give it what it needs, then we're going to see a difference in ourselves and those that we love.